Hey guys, welcome to today's video. This video marks the start of a much needed declutter series that I'm going to be uploading here on my channel. I just wanted to say I'm not planning to declutter my entire collection. There are some categories where I don't really want to declutter something, and there are other categories where I really want to declutter a lot. I'm not planning on reducing my collection into half or getting rid of so much just in order to declutter something. I just really want to just get rid of the things that I don't need no longer, that don't serve a purpose on my channel anymore. I might keep some stuff because I feel like in the future I may need it to film a video, although it might not be my very favorite product. So in this first video, I'm going to start off with primers, and that was definitely a category where I really felt compelled to declutter a lot because ever since I've got the channel, I did accumulate quite a lot of products, especially in this category, and I really wanted to go through them and see what I wanted to get rid of because it just has expired, what I wanted to maybe pass on because it just did not work for me, but maybe it's gonna work for one of my friends, and of course, on the other hand, what I want to keep because I love those products. So I feel like if you have a similar taste in primers than I do, I like something blurring, more oil controlling, more shine cancelling and mattifying. This might be a really interesting video for you guys to watch. Of course, I cannot link all of the products that I'm talking about in today's video in my description box, but I'm just going to be linking the products that I'm going to be keeping. So the list with the products that are worthy of staying in my collection is going to be in my description box down below, alongside with my usual discount codes. And if you end up enjoying the declutter, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and also ring the bell in order to get notified about my upcoming videos. And one of the next declutters is definitely going to be concealers. Concealers is one of these categories that I urgently need to declutter my collection. So just stay tuned on here because there are more categories coming up for sure. So without no further ado, let's just go ahead and let's jump into the declutter process. All right, you guys. So welcome to my beauty room. I'm not going to show you the whole thing today, but this is my filming space and I want to tackle this drawer right there, the little blue drawer that you can see in the background of my shots. So let's go over there. This is basically where I'm keeping primers. So this drawer needs to get decluttered. Look at this mess. I mean, just look at that. There is so much in here. I don't even know how much I have, and I just want to organize this and declutter the things that I really don't need anymore. Some of these could go to a better home. They did not work out for me, but maybe they are going to work out for some of my friends. And yeah, I'm going to just clean up my desk and I'm going to be taking out all of these products, putting them onto my desk, and then we can go through them one by one. And I'm going to let you know what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to be decluttering. Okay, so I thought this would be a good brand to start with. So I pulled out my one size beauty primers. Now I've got 3, and if you've never watched any of my videos, if this is the very first time that you are watching a video of mine, I like to have some mattification in my primers, and I also like to have some oil control, and I love a good blurring primer. So these are the 3 that I've picked up thus far by one size. I know they have some other ones as well. My favorite one is this one, the Secure the Blur primer. This is a blurring primer. This is such an amazing base for makeup to go on top of. And I just really, really love this primer. Mine is almost empty. So I actually did buy a backup because I really do adore this primer. This is, it's one of my favorite ones. This also just works with so many foundations. This is just incredible. I really enjoy this, love it. So I'm gonna keep this, obviously. Now, this one is the Secure the Sweat primer. This is a primer that is meant to control sweat. Now, I have tried this out a couple of times and I don't know if I have given this enough trials to give it a fair judgment. So I'm currently still trying this one out because I don't know if this really does something. I'm gonna just keep this and try this out a little bit more and see if I like it or not. Now the next one, oh my gosh, although I've got oily skin, I really don't like this product, but I'm not gonna get rid of it just yet because I really wanna try this during my skincare routine instead of putting this on top of my moisturizer. Maybe that's why it pilled, because every time I used this product, it did pill on me and I did not enjoy that at all. So this was in my worst of makeup video. That's how much I actually disliked this product. It really did not work out for me. I really could not use this whatsoever. So I might just have to give this another try and just use it underneath my moisturizer and see if it's going to do something, you know, in terms of oil control. Because honestly, I just did not enjoy this whatsoever. I really did not. And I know so many people love this product, but I just really don't like this. So as of right now, it's gonna stay. But if it's not gonna work out for me, I'm gonna declutter this for sure. So let's quickly talk about this one. This is by Dominique Cosmetics and it's the Cooling Blur Mattifying Primer. This is brand new to my collection. I am gonna be featuring this in an upcoming video for sure, but I can tell you, I love this. I really, really, really enjoy this. Ever since I got it, I can't even stop putting this one down. It's so amazing. If you want something that is going to mattify your skin, that is going to blur. I don't think it's that cooling, which is actually good because I don't really need that. But I love this. This was such a surprise to me, and I'm going to be showing you this product in an upcoming video for sure. All right, so let's move on to these two. So this is Makeup Forever. Let's talk about the one that I love actually. The Pore-Minimizer. This is fantastic. I featured this primer in my yearly best of video. So that just goes to show you that I really just love this. This really blurs out every pore. This will give you the most blurred base ever. However, this is not fragrance free. So I just want to warn you about that. It has a nice scent. It's not overpowering. In the beginning, I did not even notice it. I had to actually look up if this was fragrance free or not, but it is actually not fragrance free. But I have the travel size because I just wanted to try it out. And if I would have gotten my hands on a travel size for this one, let me tell you, this is such a regret. I am gonna have to keep this and hold on to this to put this in my worst of makeup video at the end of the year, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would declutter this because this is literally the opposite of this. This is amazing. Skip this one. This pills like nothing else. Like this is such a mess. This pills, it does not offer any shine control whatsoever. I really don't like this product. Every time I applied this, it literally ruined my makeup. So this is one of the worst primers I've ever tried. And I'm so surprised because these two couldn't be any different. Like, this is so fantastic, and then this one really just sucks. All right, let's move on to the next one. I still have not decluttered anything. We need to declutter something, and I think this one has to go. This is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas, a very pricey product. You can tell I tried to make this work. I tried to make this work for the longest time. It's like one of these putty sort of like products, but in reality, this is so balmy on my skin. This does not really blur anything. And every time I'm using this, my skin literally clogs up. Like this makes my skin clog up the house. And yeah, this also has a pretty strong perfume and it smells kind of like florally, which I don't really love. Never worked out for me and I never loved this. So yeah, this one unfortunately is not great. Another product that I have to get rid of, not because I don't like it, but just because it has expired. This one is pretty old at this point in time. Now I did use this a fair amount, although it really does not seem like it, but I did use this quite a lot. This is actually by Supergoop, and it's the Mineral Matte Screen SPF 40. It's almost like a pore filling primer, but it has an SPF in it, and I actually really enjoyed this. It does not work with every type of foundation. Would I repurchase this? Maybe. I'm currently trying out some more gel texture SPFs. So this is not my favorite type of SPF, and also I feel like you will never apply enough SPF with a texture like this. It's a great idea for somebody who really does not want to shine, but if you put makeup on top of this, I would say go in sparingly with this and use another additional SPF underneath it. Just consider this to be more of a primer product and not like a skincare product. That's why it's also in here with my primers. It's not bad, but it's also not my favorite SPF primer thing in the world. Another one that I can declutter is this one by Honest Beauty. This is just too old. This used to be a primer that I actually liked back in the day, but I feel like this is very old, and I just have found primers that work a lot better for me these days. I will say this was a repurchase product. I did empty one of these completely, and then I repurchased this, and yeah, I don't think I've emptied this one because I was just trying out more primers. So let's move on to this one. This one I'm gonna keep. This is by Huda Beauty. This is their Easy Blur Primer. I really do enjoy this product. This is more of that gel blurring type of makeup base, and I actually do like these types of products. So look, this is the type of texture that I actually like. It feels like a gel on my skin, and it just gives a really smoothing makeup base. Now, is this the most blurring primer that I've ever tried? Definitely not. Definitely not, but it still gets the job done, and I like it. And I actually have their older primer by the Glowish line, the Blur Jam. Wait, I'm just gonna have to look for it. So this one is their older primer. It's almost exactly the same. I feel like this is a little bit thicker though. This is a little bit thicker. Now, guess what? I emptied an entire jar of this, and I did repurchase this product, and I've been kind of like using this too. I mean, I really like these types of primers. So for right now, mine is still fine. Mine has not dried out. So I'm just going to continue using this until it's on its last legs, because I like these primers by Huda Beauty. They're great, but I don't think you can still get this one. I think this one is just going to get discontinued, or it is already discontinued. I don't know. But yeah. This one I'm going to keep, and this one as well. A primer that I can get rid of is this one. This is just so old, and I think I did repurchase this in a mini size. This is not bad. It's actually also more of this gel type of texture. It's also not necessarily the most blurring primer that you can find, although it's called Pore-Minimizing Primer. This is not like a pore filling type of primer. This has to go, and I have replaced this ever since, so I've got a new one. Do I love it? It's okay. I'm gonna use it, but yeah, this one is just too old to keep around, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Another one that is very, very similar to the Huda Beauty Easy Blur one is this one. This is also a little bit cooling on the skin. This is by REM Beauty, and it's the blurring primer. As you can see, I've been using this, and I am gonna keep this product. This is really lovely. Again, I like these types of primers, so I'm gonna keep this and yeah, continue using this. This one, I don't know if you can see it, it's by Milk Makeup. This is their Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. Let me tell you, I did not like this. This has a very strong scent, and I just did not think that it was blurring. I did not think that it was doing much, and yeah, I just never got along with this product in particular. I just have so many other primers that are doing a better job than this. So this one, it's gonna get decluttered. I think it's too old, and it really did not impress me. So on the topic of Milk, I actually also got this one. This is a mini travel size of the Milk Hydro Grip. This is a gripping primer, and I'm gonna keep this. I used to actually have the big size of this. This is obviously very, very small, but I emptied mine. I completely emptied that product, so I obviously like this. I've not opened this one yet, but I'm gonna be using this for sure. So this is gonna stick around because I really like this Hydro Grip Primer by Milk. Very different from their Pore Clips one. Although I've got like oilier skin, honestly, I do prefer this. I really do. So this one I'm gonna keep. Another one that did not work out for me, unfortunately, is this one by Tula. This is the Face Filter Blurring and Moisturizing Primer. Unfortunately, this was not blurring on my skin. This was quite the opposite. This was very illuminating. This had some illuminating particles in there, and I don't like glowy primers. It has to be a very specific type of glowy primer for me to like it. This is just, no, I did not enjoy this. Unfortunately, I really did not. And this is so old by now. I don't think I've ever featured this on my channel just because, honestly, I did not enjoy it. I really did not, and then I forgot about it, and it was in the back of my drawer. So this one, unfortunately, has to go. It had a weird tint to it. It was glowy, and it just did not do any blurring. Like, there was no blurring whatsoever, so this one is gonna go. Another one that is on its last legs, I don't know if this has much product left in here, is the KVD Lock-It Pore Refining Primer. I actually really like this. This is very similar to One Size Blur Magnet Primer, the one that I love so much. It's good. I really like it, and I'm gonna try and use this one up completely. So this one is gonna stay. Yeah, I just wanna empty it, and then obviously once it's empty, I'm gonna get rid of it. Ooh, a very old one, Lawless. Set the Stage Hydrating Priming Serum. Mine is so old. This stuff, I never liked this. I don't love this. This smells of lavender, and I don't like that. I really dislike lavender scent, especially if it's on my face. I really don't love it. So this one, unfortunately, I'm gonna declutter this. I kept this around solely for the purpose. Whenever I was doing full faces of Lawless reviews, so I just kept it for that purpose. And this is so stinking old. This needs to get decluttered, and I never enjoyed this. This is also a little bit more on the glowier side. It's more hydrating and stuff. So I don't have any use for this, and it's too old to keep, so we're gonna get rid of it. Oh, the next one is also one that I'm currently testing. This is by Too Faced, and it's the Hangover Face Primer. This is like a moisturizing primer. This smells of coconut, like so strong. This is fragrance in a way that is almost too strong for me. I have tried this out once at this point in time, and it pilled. It was pilling, meaning it was balling up on my face. I had these little like strings everywhere on my face. I hate when primers do that. So I don't know if it interacted with my gel moisturizer. And mind you, I always let my skincare sink in for quite some time before I'm sitting down to apply makeup. So I don't know. I just don't love this. As of right now, I don't, but I have to try this out again and see if it's continuously pilling on me. And if it will continuously pill on me, then this is just gonna get a bad review. But yeah, I'm not that impressed, to be honest with you, so I don't know. But we'll have to keep this around because I'm still trying this out. I'm still planning to do a full face of Too Faced, so yeah, that's why it's gonna stick around. Yeah. This one is almost gone. This is by Rare Beauty. It's the Pore Diffusing Primer. Look at that. I mean, this is empty. This is completely empty. Again, this gives me Huda Beauty Easy Blur vibes. It's this type of like gel consistency. A little bit blurring, not over the top. This is okay. It's not my favorite one in the world. I don't even know if I would repurchase this one. But, I mean, I used a fair amount of this, so this one is gonna get decluttered. All right, so let's do this one. This is a mini size Smashbox Photo Finish Control Mattifying Primer. Whoops. This is a very small size. I don't like this. I don't think that this is doing much. It's not like that it's doing anything weird, but I think this has some active ingredients in here. I think this has some salicylic acid or something in there. And to be honest, for it to be called a mattifying primer, this did not mattify me enough. So yeah, a little bit of a disappointing product. Not saying that it's the worst product I've ever tried, definitely not, but you know, not enough for me to keep it around. So I'm just gonna maybe pass this on if somebody wants this. All right, so let's move on maybe to some drugstore primers. Yeah, so this is NYX, and I have tried out these three. There was definitely one primer that I don't love, and it's this one. Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer. Oh man, this gel did really dry out my skin. Like, this made my foundations cakey, heavy, and matte. And I don't know if I would just want to continue to keep this around solely for the purpose of, you know, doing an NYX review. I don't know, because I have these two that I kind of prefer. So I still have some product by NYX. I like this. NYX Pore Filler. This is a typical traditional pore filling primer, and it's nice. It's really, really lovely. It's great. It does the job. Is it as good as the Makeup Forever one? No, but it's also a lot cheaper. And, you know, it's not bad for the price point. So yeah, this is one that I'm definitely going to keep. And then this one, Shine Killer. This is the weirdest shine canceling primer that I've ever used. This is black, you guys. This is a black gel. Like, what? Wait, I'm going to squeeze some out. Look at that. I mean, just look at that. This is so bizarre. I mean, I don't know if I like it or not. It feels like silk on the skin, but just look at that. It's a bizarre product. And if you rub it in, like, it will get rid of the shine, yeah, but I don't know if I like it or not. It's very specific. I think I'm going to keep these two. Do I want to give this a second chance? And try it maybe not all over my face, just on targeted areas where I would get a little bit oilier. You know what? If I have so much doubt, I'm just going to keep it around for now and try it out in that way. And then maybe I can get rid of it later on whenever I'm going to be doing a declutter again. I'm going to plan on doing a declutter at the end of the year as well. So, but for now, I'm going to keep all of these three. Oh my gosh, I have too many e.l.f. primers. Look at all of these e.l.f. primers. Let's start off with the ones that come in a jar. So this is the Poreless Putty Primer. This is the original version of it. It looks like that. I think this was a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. And let me tell you, I also did not love the Tatcha one. I just decluttered it, and I'm going to declutter this as well because this is so balmy. Again, so greasy on my more oily prone skin. I don't think that this is filling in any pores. I could just never make this one work for me. So if you have dry skin, maybe this could work. And I also have this version, the Matte Putty Primer. I wanted to make this work for myself. Same exact issue. This is not mattifying. This is making me greasy and oily, and it's just not a nice experience. So these two, I'm going to declutter them. I'm also going to declutter the liquid version of this. I really wanted to love this. But I just came to the conclusion that I don't love this whatsoever. Every time I put this on, it ruins my makeup. My face gets so oily with this. I don't know what it is, but for the life of me, I cannot make this one work. I'm going to get rid of this one. Now, I also tried out this one. This is the Stay Cool Primer Stick. And I don't know if I like this or not. This is such a random product. It's a little bit cooling, yes. But do I need this? I don't know. I really don't know. I think I'm going to just hold on to it and just kind of like try this out again. Maybe in the summertime underneath my eyes or something. So I'm going to keep this around, although it's definitely not my favorite one. Let's talk about this newer one here. The newest one that I've tried out. Power Grip Matte Primer. I don't know. This was supposed to be the matte version of these. And Yeah, this is not gripping whatsoever. My skin really just eats this one up. I've tried this out a couple of times and I just can't make up my mind. Same with this. I have to keep this around though, because this was purchased, I think, this year. So this is still relevant to my channel because this is so new. I'm gonna hold on to this. I love these though, these gripping primers. And I don't have that many gripping primers, but I'm gonna hold on to them. This was actually sent to me with an order. I already had the full size, but I'm just thinking if I'm gonna empty this, I'm gonna have a backup. Now, these two don't have any scent to them. This one has some scent to it. These two, the pink ones, have niacinamide in there, right? This one does not. This is the original one, but it also has perfume. So maybe I can pass this one on. This is my favorite primer by e.l.f. I really love it. It's sticky, it's good, it's syrupy, it does the gripping job, and I really, really like this. You know, this is such a great dupe if you like the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Amazing, amazing. So I'm gonna keep these 4, although I'm still undecided about these 2. These I love. And I'm gonna declutter these 4. Another brand where I've got quite a lot of primers from the drugstore is Catrice. I've got the Aqua Splash Grip Primer. I also have the Mattifier Oil Control Primer. I also have the Perfector Poreless Blur Primer. And I have the Hydrator Plump and Fresh Primer. Now listen, you guys, I am still in the process of trying these 3 out a little bit more. This one, look, this is, again, a gripping primer. I don't mind this product. It's not bad, but do I really need this if I have my e.l.f. gripping primer? And I also have this Milk Hydro Grip primer in a mini size. I don't think I need this. I think I could pass this on to a friend. This is still very, very new. This actually had a scent to it. Let me actually check. Yeah, this actually does contain some perfume as well. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'd rather have something that is fragrance free. I don't really need this. So that's why I'm going to put this into the declutter pile. I'm going to, however, keep all of these 3. Let's do some more drugstore. So I've got these 2 by ColourPop. So this is actually the exact same product, but just a little bit like reformulated. This is the new version, ColourPop Pretty Fresh Primer. It's called Set It Up Primer. Sorry, it's not called Pretty Fresh. It's from the Pretty Fresh line. I love this product. This is amazing. I recently just tried this, so this is still very new in my collection. And I've got to say, I really enjoy it. I really think this is beautiful. This gives me such a smooth base, and this is fragrance free. This was the one that ColourPop had before, and honestly, this contains some essential oils, and this always smelled of oranges. Like, it had some orange essential oil in here. My skin hates essential oils, like really hates essential oils. I don't think this formula was the best. They definitely improved the formula. But this also claimed to do pretty much the same thing as this one, but this one is so much better. So I'm going to declutter this because obviously it's old. I never liked it. I never got any use out of it because of the essential oil ingredient. This is essential oil free, fragrance free, and it's just such a beautiful product. I'm so happy that I gave them another chance, and this is amazing. So I'm going to keep this one and I'm going to declutter this. Okay, so here is another drugstore primer that I'm currently trying out. This is the Wet n Wild Impossible primer base. This is actually a silicone-free primer, and I like it. It's not bad. So if I would do a full face of drugstore, maybe I could use this. So I'm gonna hold on to this because this is also, as you can tell, a little bit newer. So there is no need for me to declutter this whatsoever. It's actually a good primer. Really good from the drugstore, and also considering that this is quite cheap. More drugstore here. I've got this one by Beauty Bay, these 2 actually. This one is like a blurring, mattifying primer stick. It's just like a stick product, right? I don't know if I like this or not, to be honest with you. But also, I got a brand new one. This is their Pore Perfect Blurring Primer. I have not opened this one yet because this literally arrived yesterday. So I think this is their newer version of this one. And I'm going to give this one a go. I'm going to try this out very, very soon and see if I like it or not. This one, though, I also don't think I need both of them. I think I'm going to get rid of this stick. It's just okay. It's not really that blurring. It's not that mattifying. It was just kind of like meh. So I definitely have primers that I prefer over something like this. And I think it's time to go. I think I'm going to declutter this, and because it's a stick, I would feel very uncomfortable giving this to someone unless they would literally cut off the tip of it. But yeah, as of right now, I think I'm going to let this one go by Beauty Bay. I'm going to hold on to this brand new one. Yeah, literally just arrived yesterday, so I can't wait. Another brand from the drugstore. So this is Pacifica Beauty. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've talked about them. And to be honest, there is not that much to talk about them anymore. I feel like their brand is just not giving us what we want to see. And it's just been kind of like a little bit quiet. And the past releases that I've tried out with Pacifica are just not the same thing anymore. I feel like their quality has just gone down. I used to kind of like this one, the Cherry Matte Mattifying Primer. It's not bad. It's just very, very, very old. It's just too old. We will have to get rid of this. This is about to just explode because it's just gone bad. This one, Vegan Collagen. I did not like this. This was not blurring. It did not do anything. It did not really give me a nice space to put makeup on top of. So I'm just like, whatever, this is also gonna go. So I'm gonna declutter these two. All right, another primer. This is by a Swedish brand called BAREMINERALS. This is the Iris Face Primer. This is so good. This is such an amazing product. Again, it reminds me a little bit of those gel type of primers, but this left my face so smooth. This is one of the most smoothing face primers ever. It's just very, very old, and it literally got stuck at the back of my drawer. But honestly, I would repurchase this. This unfortunately has to go, but it's a good primer. Loved it. I probably have this more than 2 years, to be honest with you. So this is just gonna have to get decluttered. All right, so let's move on to the next one. I've got Fenty Beauty here, Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. This one, I don't love this one. Should I keep this in case I would do a full face of Fenty? I'm going to be mad at myself if I declutter it. And also, it's just a travel size. I don't know. I think I'm just going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. But again, this is not like a groundbreaking primer, in my opinion. Okay, so let's talk about Hourglass. This one completely empty, and this was the second time that I repurchased this. This is the Vanish Airbrush Primer. If you've watched any of my videos, I'm gonna show you the nicer one. If you watched any of my videos, you know that this is my favorite primer of all time. I love this stuff. I absolutely adore this. I mean, I have a jumbo size of this. That's how much I love it. I really think this is such a good base for your makeup. This is blurring. It's oil controlling without being stripping to the skin. It is a fantastic formula, and I really do adore this so much. Love it, love it, love it. Of course, I'm gonna keep this. Like, what? We're not even talking about that. However, this one, and I don't know why I have this jumbo size. I think this was gifted to me. Maybe I got this in a goodie bag or something. I don't understand. I have this Veil Primer by them. This is one with SPF. This is more of like a silky base. The only issue I have with this is that this has an SPF of 15, and it's going to give you such a white cast. Now, I have to wait a little bit for the white cast to be absorbed, but because this has an SPF, and it's giving me a little bit of a white cast, I don't know why I would use this one over my beloved Vanish Primer, right? There is no reason for me to hold on to this. And this is also a little bit older by now, so I don't think that this is still good, considering that this has an SPF. And I don't know. I think I'm just gonna declutter this. This is just not something that I would recommend if you can have something like this. So this one is empty. I don't know why I hold on to this, but it's completely empty. I have to dispose this. So this is the Jane Iredale Smooth Mattifying Primer. This is a newer one. I love this stuff. This is really, really good. This is a little bit more creamy. It's not like a gel type of texture. It's a little bit creamier, but it really mattifies you. And I really like it, you know. It's not necessarily too blurring or any of that, but it gives me such a good base for makeup to go on top of it. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. That's why I also repurchased this, you know. I'm gonna hold on to this and use it, and I just really, really like this. This is a great one if you're looking for a smooth base that also mattifies you without drying out your skin. Oh dear Lord, this is a very old one. I need to get rid of this. I just told you about this one, Smooth Affair Mattifying Primer. I've got another version here, and I don't think I've liked this. This was for oily skin, facial primer and brightener. This is super old, but I think they also just revamped their products, Jane Iredale, and they came out with this one, and I just prefer this one. So this one has to go. It's just too old to hold on to it. Oh my gosh, another empty primer. This is completely, I mean, this is literally gone. Like, this is Make Beauty before they rebranded. So you can only imagine how old this is. I think this is from 2022. This is their Moonlight Primer. This was just like a gel base, like a gel sort of like moisturizer, really. This did not really do anything. It was also black, but the black pigment was not quite as, I would say, as striking as the NYX Shine Killer one, okay? But yeah, I used the entire thing up. I almost used this more as like a skincare product. Like this was more of like a gel moisturizer type of thing. I don't even understand how I held on to this. Like, why is this in my drawer? This needs to go. I mean, it's empty, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Let's talk about this one. This is also amazing. Iconic London Velvet Smooth Pore Refining Primer. Love this. Love, 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 love. This is also like such a good pore filling primer. I mean, sometimes I even use this all over my face. It is stunning. It's not gonna make your skin cakey and heavy. It's just so blurring. This is also a really good alternative if you don't want the makeup forever blurring primer because it has fragrance. This is fragrance free and it's so cute. I love it. I still want to do a full face of Iconic London. Let me know if you're interested in that. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. It's amazing, fantastic product. So I'm gonna hold on to this, of course. Oh, I see this and I'm like, yeah, this needs to go. This is the RMS Beauty Re-Evolve Radiance Locking Primer. Look, this is old. This is very old, and I've not used this that much because I never liked this product. I only kept it around for full faces by RMS, which, in all honesty, I did quite a few of them. So, you know, this did serve its purpose, but it never served its purpose in my everyday routine because this is giving you a little bit more of a glow. It is smelling of roses, and I don't like floral scents in my makeup products. I don't want that all over my face. If this would have been fragrance free, maybe I would have loved it a little bit more. I don't love a radiant, glowy, illuminating primer. I really don't, as you can tell by now. But it would have been a good option to have one of those. But because it has this rose scent in there, I just never liked it. It finally has to go. It has to go. It really does. The same thing goes for this one. This is so old. I need to get rid of it. This is separating in the packaging. It's Warner Beauty Smooth Sailing Perfecting Primer. This is actually a really nice primer. It's not a bad product whatsoever. It's just really old. It was just very silicone-y. It has this slipperiness to it, you know. So I'm gonna declutter this. I'm gonna get rid of it. What is this one? Oh, this is so old. Oh my gosh, you guys. Bite Beauty. This was their normal to oily skin Changemaker Skin Optimizing Primer. This was just a moisturizer. It never helped my oil. It was just so random. I loved their foundation, but By Beauty is no longer a brand, and I still have this. See, this was in the back of my drawer. So I have to declutter this just because this has expired. It did not do anything in terms of oil control, and it was just kind of random, a very random product, but I love their foundation. So this one has to get decluttered. I think this brand is not going to be around much longer. I really think we are going to see the death of this brand very, very soon. But one thing that I loved about this brand were their primers. Look at that. They are all empty. They are all empty, and I did repurchase the Blurring Primer by CoverFX. I loved this primer. This was the very first time I've ever fallen in love with a primer. Like, this was the very first time where I was just like, I want to use this all the time. This blurs my skin. This does exactly what I want a primer to do. It's more of that pore filling, like typical pore filling type of primer, but I would just rub this all over my face. These days, I'm using this a little bit more in targeted areas. It's so good. Look, I've got 2 empties here that I never got rid of. I need to get rid of these. These are also empty. Gripping primer, love this one. And their water cloud primer, I don't think this one is available anymore. I mean, they rebranded. Like, they sold their brand. The founder sold the brand and they got acquired, and they have not been doing great because the people who acquired CoverFX, I don't know what they are doing. They are not doing the right thing. But honestly, I feel like CoverFX is literally on their way out. Like, that's a brand that might be closing down soon. I'm gonna hold on to this. I might even buy a backup of this before they are completely gone. Elemis Pro Collagen Insta Smooth Primer. Very heavy fragrance. I don't love this. Maybe my friend could use this. I don't like it. I don't know why I purchased this. It's very, very perfumey. Does not blur or smooth anything. It's just a moisturizer, if you ask me. So I'm gonna pass this one maybe on to a friend. As of right now, I'm gonna put it onto the declutter pile. But yeah, this is still fine. I think I could pass this one on. Oh, I forgot about this one when we were talking about Catrice. Catrice Pore-Minimizer Primer. This was a silicone-free pore-minimizing primer from their Clean ID line back in the day when Clean Beauty was big. Now I think they've discontinued this line, and honestly, I don't need this. I've got their poreless primer, so I don't really need this one, and this is so old, so I'm also gonna get rid of this one. It wasn't too bad, but it was also not necessarily like, I don't know, life-changing. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. Oh my gosh, this is by Yenza, and this is the Toner Primer Essential Glow. I just got these testers whenever I purchased from Yenza, and this is thick, it's glowy, it's not good. But I've got a friend who loves glowy primers, and I think she also has a little bit more dry skin, I'm not sure. But if she has dry skin, maybe she's gonna love this. I don't. This is exactly what I don't like in a primer. It's borderline greasy. This is exactly what I don't love in a primer, and I think she's gonna love that. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. Oh gosh, I've got a really small tester by Good Molecules, silicone-free priming moisturizer. This is literally just a priming moisturizer. I think I'm just gonna get rid of it because this is just too basic for me. I've got some needs. I need some mattifying, I need some blurring, and this is just too basic. I've got my moisturizers. I don't need this. Another one where I think I'm gonna get rid of it. This is by Face Theory. It's the Ultra Glide Face Primer. It's also silicone free. I like Face Theory. They've got some really amazing products, skincare products. I don't think this is that great. It was just okay. It was more of like a moisturizer. It did make my face quite like smooth. Again, I do have some other products I just prefer over this. And also because it's a little bit older and I'm not even sure if they're still making this. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Oh, this one I'm gonna keep. This is LH Cosmetics Matte Attack Primer. I'm gonna keep this one. I like this. This is good for targeted areas on my face whenever I want to mattify my T-zone or the part of my cheeks where I have some enlarged pores right next to my nose. That's where I want to put this. This actually does mattify throughout the day. So when you put this on, it's quite balmy and it has like a really more like a hydrating texture to it. But honestly, this will keep your skin pretty matte throughout the day. And I like it. I like it. It's not bad. So I'm gonna hold on to this. Another one that I'm gonna hold on to because I honestly like this. This is by Laura Mercier and this is the Pure Canvas Primer. This is the blurring version. They've got some other versions as well of this primer. This is also the traveled size. I really like this. Now, this is not the most blurring primer in the world, but this actually does control my oils in a really, really good way. And I actually really like it. So I'm going to hold on to this. Ooh, we are slowly and surely approaching the end. Of course, I'm not going to get rid of this one. This is by Danessa Myricks. Oh, wait, I've got another one by her. It's right here. So let's talk about this one first. So this is the watery powder serum. If you have watched my channel for any amount of time, you know how much I love this. This is not necessarily a primer product to me. This is more of a prepping step. I do put this on before I apply primer. This is amazing. This changed my makeup game forever. This really helps my oily skin. I put this only a couple of drops I put onto targeted areas where I do get oily throughout the day. And whenever I'm putting this one on, I'm not getting as oily as I would without this. So I love this stuff. Can you see I've used quite a lot? And yeah, I would definitely immediately repurchase this product. I think this is fantastic. Love, 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 love. One of the best oil controlling products I've ever tried out. And yeah, I fell in love with this straight away because I immediately saw a result at the end of my day. Because when you apply this first, it is actually hydrating and it's not going to mattify you. None of that. But it's going to help throughout the day with oil production. And I love that. I just love it. However, this one, oh my God, this is a small, like, tester size. I got this with an order for free, actually. This is the Yummy Skin Universal. What is this called? I think this is called Blurring Balm or something like that. It's in the shade Universal. I do not like this. I tried this out a couple of times now and I don't know. I really don't like it. This does not do anything for my oil production. It's not controlling my oils. It's not blurring me. This makes my skin so greasy and it's so balmy and I don't like that. I don't like the texture of this. I don't like what this is doing. This is so different from this. So if you are truly oily, I would not recommend this product. I really would not. If you are maybe, let's say, if you have dry skin, maybe it's gonna work. I got this one for free. I'm so happy I never purchased this. I had this weird intuition that I would not like this product and I don't. I don't love it. I'm glad I tried it out now, but this is where it's at. Another one that needs to go that did not work out for me is this one by Zeo Organic. This is the Prime Soft Mattifying Complexion Base. Basically, I wanted to replace my beloved primer that has long expired. Look at this. This looks disgusting. So this is the original primer that I had and I wanted to replace it because I actually like this primer. And then I realized that they have reformulated this product and this is not the same thing anymore. So whenever I have used this replacement product, the new formula here, this pilled on me. It pilled on me. It was so bad. I hated it. This was really bad. So unfortunately, I'm going to get rid of both of them just because this is old and this was the one that I really loved. And look, it's the same thing. It's the same product, but they reformulated it to something completely different. And that wasn't a great idea. So I'm going to get rid of both of them. Two more to go. This is also a newer one that I'm trying out. This is by Kelly Ray and this is the So Blown Clean Blurring Primer. Oh my gosh, do I love this. This is amazing, 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 amazing product. I still have to show you this on my channel. The only downside about this product is the fact that this does contain some essential oils. This does contain some orange or citrus essential oils. Whenever I put this on, it depends on my day, but sometimes my skin gets a little bit red when I apply this. But the formula is amazing, so why do they have to put in this essential oil? Don't they understand that essential oil is so out of fashion? It's not good for your skin. It's gonna sensitize your skin. So I wish this would be essential oil free. I was so dumb and I did not check the ingredients when I purchased this. I literally assumed that this was essential oil free. But to my surprise, it's not. And unfortunately, I don't love that about it. But I'm going to hold on to this. I still want to show you this on my channel because actually this formula is amazing. It's blurring. It really reminds me of the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. But because this has this essential oil ingredient, I don't want to say this is a dupe. This is also not, cheap. It's quite pricey, but it's really, really good. The last one, oh my gosh, this brand does not exist anymore. Vapor. Vapor has shut down. They have closed their doors. This was their matte smoothing primer. One of the last things that I purchased by them before they shut down. This was not mattifying. This was so gosh damn glowy. This was too glowy for me. I really did not like it. I mean, it gave me a smooth base. This is also so old. I think I'm just gonna get rid of it. So yeah, you guys, those were all of my primers, and I'm gonna see how I'm gonna organize my primers now. I'm gonna let you know how many I'm gonna keep and how many I am decluttering. All right, we are back at the drawer. Let's have a look inside. Wow, this looks so much better. And you guys know what? I forgot to talk about this one, but I've not tried this one out yet by Charlotte Tilbury. It's also with an SPF 50. I've not tried this one out yet, so it does not even matter. But this is the current situation. I really hope you enjoyed this declutter video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more content because I am going to tackle the next drawers. And we have concealers coming up. So if you want to be here for that, don't forget to ring the bell in order to get notified about my upcoming videos as well. And until next time, please do take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.